Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and of course, we've got quite a bit of NXT news because it was Vengeance Day today, but we need to get stuck into the WWE folder. So a little bit of a fan thank you. This coming from WRKD Wrestling. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton is reportedly planned for WrestleMania. So a lot of people thinking that Randy could return at Elimination Chamber, make his presence felt, and then of course we are well on the road towards this match at WrestleMania. So I would not be down on that, to be honest. I think it makes perfect sense. I would rather Randy turn heel and actually find his way into that kind of Cody match. But I'm not down on this match either. This would be pretty fun. This was pretty big news. Riley, thank you. This coming from PW Insider. That WWE Hall of Famer Road Dogg has been named the new co-lead writer for SmackDown. Now, I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. I mean, I don't know what his ideas are like. What I do know is that SmackDown has sort of felt like arguably the weakest show of the year so far. I think NXT has been the best. And I think Raw has definitely had moments, what with its move to Netflix. So for me, SmackDown has been the weakest of the shows. So I don't know. I don't know when he started this job. I don't know if he's about to start it. So people have said, what do we think about this? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what he's like as a writer and what ideas he has. So we'll have to see if the show improves. Right, Metal Mama, shout out to you. So Metal Mama just saying, just a heads up, that March 14th, that episode of SmackDown is going to be in Barcelona, which means that it's going to start at 1 Eastern. That is 6 p.m. UK time, right? So you need to keep an eye out as we head into March, because this is where we start going to Europe. So you can see March 14th, we're in Spain. Saturday the 15th, we're in Germany. On Sunday, Germany. On Monday for Raw, we're in Belgium. SmackDown, we're in Italy. Then they're doing a house show in Belfast, house show in Nottingham. Raw is in Glasgow. SmackDown will be in London. Then it's a couple more house shows from Austria and Netherlands. And then that Raw is also going to be in London. So big tour between the 14th of March and the 31st of March. Big tour in Europe, and that will affect some of the start times, because I believe that on Netflix they're just going to go live, and so if you can watch it live, brilliant. If not, then, you know, with Netflix it's just there whenever you want to watch it. So in America, if you're at school or you're at work, you're going to have to just avoid spoilers, right? So just be aware this is coming, right? Right, here we go. Trish and Tiffany against Candice and Nia is now official for the Elimination Chamber. So Sam, thank you. J Omega, thank you. So this match, we got the graphic and everything. It is official. We are going to get this tag match. Little bit throwaway. Don't know about you. Not a match that I'm really that desperate for. I suppose it's just a way of getting Trish onto the show. So it is what it is. Ricky Starks, I can't remember if they actually played this on the show. He said that he was going to be watching the show. I did wonder if he might make his presence felt. And Tommy Toy Travel, shout out to you. I said that I would think of Tommy when I mentioned Ricky, and I have done exactly that. So, Trenton, thank you, my friends. So we're going to get more on Tuesday from Ricky, basically. He is going to sign his contracts on Tuesday. I suppose the big talking point with Ricky Starks is people are asking what's his name going to be, because they don't mention his name. They never mention his name. Internally, he is being referred to as Starks. So are they just going to go with Starks? Well, is it going to be Ricky Starks? Have they got a different name for him? I like Ricky Starks. I mean, I would just stick with that, but I don't know. I don't know why we're faffing around. We'll find out more Tuesday. But obviously, before Tuesday, we've got Monday. That is how the days work. And this is what we've got for Raw. So, Seth against Finn. We've got Roxanne against Raquel. Both of those qualifying matches, the final qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber. We've got AJ Styles against Dominic. We've got Penta against Pete Dunne as well. So that's a little preview of what we'll be getting on Monday, right? Let's turn our attention to Vengeance Day, a really fun show. Kind of felt like every match delivered. The only thing I would say is the main event felt like it was a little bit lacking. Kind of felt like the main event was just not clicking in places. Although our community still seemed to really enjoy it and gave it a great rating. So, I don't know. For me personally, I thought it was good. I wouldn't have gone great. But it seems like people enjoyed it. And overall, I thought the show was a very, very strong offering. So, obviously, we started the night with a new champion, Stephanie, getting the win over Fallon Henley and standing tall. So we've got a new women's mid-card champion in NXT, and that is Stephanie. Then we had this, which was just pretty bonkers. I'm not sure about the presentation of Zaria this way. I suppose in a way it's a little bit like when Brock Lesnar was doing the fun stuff with Kurt Angle. Like, Zaria is sort of meant to be this wrecking machine, and here she is, like, skateboarding and, you know, faffing around with Sol Ruca, riding bikes and whatnot. It was okay. It was a bit of humour. It was what it was. So, Sol Ruca and Zaria, this was shown on the show, right? This isn't unseen or anything. Then we went to our second match, and this was the tag match. This was Fraxiom against Josh Briggs and Inamura. Really fun, fast-paced, hard-hitting spots, and these guys picking up the victory. It was a win for Nathan Fraser and Axiom. No real surprise there, but a really good showing, really good offering. And then we got the group, this new group that has been teased. They arrived and they just started attacking everyone. Briggs, Inamura, Nathan Fraser, Axiom, all getting laid out. I mean, granted, they had just wrestled a match, but still, all getting laid out by this new group. And we never got this new group's name. We still don't know who this group actually are. But yeah, they all arrived and murked both of those teams. Here's a close look, right? Apparently, the Boulder said this is Osiris Griffin. Right, so that's Osiris Griffin. It is the names that were rumoured. Ricky Starks is not one, but one of them is Dion Lennox. We will actually get to their identities later in this video, right? We do have that. They have actually posted online, so we know who they are, right? Then we went over to Triple H. He sent this out. He said, an international attraction with the work ethic and the championship gold to prove it. Congratulations, Stephanie. Your future has no limits. So there is Triple H congratulating Stephanie. Eddy Thorpe defeated Trick Williams next. So this was match number 3. I think you lot scored it as the weakest match. I thought Trick came out really hot, really brought some energy. I thought they used the strap pretty well, whipping away. It was a pretty hard-hitting match. The ending was a bit weak, to be honest. But yes, Eddy Thorpe picking up the win against Trick Williams, certainly shocking people, this one. But I don't think Trick is in NXT for much longer. I think Trick is pretty much done with NXT. I would not be shocked if he gets called up post-Mania. So, I mean, the aura is there. Everything is there. Maybe the in-ring needs a bit more work, as we've said before. There's not like a big collection of 5-star classics that Trick has got, but I think he's got everything needed to be a success on the main roster. Then we went over to our next match. This was Javon taking on Ethan Page. And again, really fun stuff. Lots of blood as well. You can see Ethan Page busted open during the match. But at the end of the match, it would be Ethan that would be getting the victory. And Javon, once again, all blood coming out of his mouth. And really not good sight. We saw this like about a month or so ago when Javon had like broken his jaw. And he's been out of action. He had his jaw wired shut and all of that. He came back, put on a great performance, but once again got caught. And that is not a good sight for Javon Evans. Then we went to our co-main event. So this was Oba against Austin Theory, against Grayson Waller. There's all three of them getting ready for this NXT Championship match. And Oba would pick up the win. And the group would return again. Again, really fun match. I think it was actually your highest rated match of the night. But this group would be shown one more time. WWE saying no one is safe. This is out of control. And Vengeance Day, they actually deleted that. Maybe because they botched control. This is out of control. It is so out of control, yeah? Oh my God, we've got a WWE social media botch. I love this for us. I love this for us. So there we go. The group returning again. And I would love to kind of show you what they look like, but I am just a little bit worried that we will struggle. There we go. Look, there's a glimpse of them in the crowds. Lights went again. They would jump in, start murking. Oba Femi get planted, and there's the group. So we were just getting glimpses of them, to be honest. Very, very Shield-esque, of course. But there they are, this new group of, like, performance center recruits that are very much looking to make their mark. So that was that. We do have another Vengeance Day folder. Oh, this was so good. Ariana Grace popped up and said she hadn't come alone. Her dad, Santino Marella, was there, and he went off with Ava to talk about the future. So what next for NXT and TNA? You know, what next there with that relationship? So very exciting stuff. Then we found out that on Tuesday we got the contract signing for Ricky Starks, but we don't know if that's going to be his name. We've got a number one contenders match for the North American Championship. Jada against Kalani against Carmen. Then we got a tag match, Sol Ruca and Zaria taking on Lash and Jakara. And then we got Stax. He's taking on Sean Spears after what went down last week with the cage match. Then it was time for our main event. Cora Jade versus Julia versus Roxanne versus Bailey. But whilst that was taking place, all the members of that new group posted this image of their different masks. So we got Joshua Black. He said the circle of life continues. Shakuan Sugars said, shh, just getting started. Then up here, we've got Cutler James. He didn't say any comments. And here we got Dion Lennox. He didn't leave a comment either. So there we go. It is Dion Lennox, Cutler James, Shakuan Sugars, and Joshua Black. Now, the thing is, they may be going under different names because I think that Osiris Griffin... I think Osiris Griffin is actually going to be the name of Joshua Black. So Joshua Black is not going to go by that name. He's going to be that Osiris Griffin. You can see the Osiris in his handle. So he's got Osiris written there. So I don't know if Shakuin Sugars is going to be changing his name or Cutler James, or I think Dion Lennox is going to be Dion Lennox. He's already been on TV as Dion Lennox. But are some of these names going to be the names of that new group? We know who they are. We know they're performance center recruits. It isn't like people from the main roster, right? it isn't people that have returned like Mustafa Ali or anything like that. It's a lot of people we've not been introduced to before. And, you know, some of these names might be the names that they use. I'm sure we will find out more on Tuesday. So it was won. Our main event was won by Julia. Stephanie came down. Obviously, she was a winner earlier in the night. These two coming in to NXT at the same time. They are very much the future, the now as well. And so they're both holding up the belts. It looked like this is how the show was going to end. And then out came Jordynne Grace. So Sportskeeda Wrestling said the best women's roster on the planet just became the strongest. Jordynne Grace is here. So we knew that Jordynne was on her way to NXT. That had been reported by the dirt sheets. And here she is. So very fun. This has started doing the rounds as well. This is very interesting. This was from a previous NXT, right? Here's Oba.
Congrats on becoming NXT champion. Thank you. You know, one day I'll be challenging you for that title.
How about that? Congrats on becoming NXT champion. One day I'll be challenging you for that title. I don't know what week this was from. It's going to be recent, of course. I mean, Oba didn't win the title all that long ago. So Dion saying one day I'll be challenging you for that. And now here he is in that new group. So, yeah, that doing the rounds. So there we go. That was NXT Vengeance Day. Let's go over to Wyatt's and Alexa. Not much in here. Just a new collection. I've seen a jacket of this, like a jumper. I've seen shorts. I've seen this shirt. All done in this design. So new Wyatt 6 merch drop. So a whole new collection with this pattern on is now available. You can get lots of different items there. So Metal Mama, thank you. Right, what else we got? I think that might be everything apart from fun and other. Some good stuff in here, though. There is some good stuff in here. So, yeah, look at this. This is Rhea Ripley doing promo class, doing like a rap by the looks of it, right? Let's fire it up. Let's see, here we go. If we can go, that's the one.
Think you got? I'm sick of listening to you here like, Coach, what's a wrist lock? Sign at 20, I'm the youngest of the lot. There's only one way for me to go on that straight to the top. You're pushing 30. How much more of a career you think you got? I'm sick of listening to you here like, Coach, what's a wrist lock? Sign at 20.
So there you go. Rhea Ripley getting stuck into a rap battle. Yeah, I wonder if that's a thing they do in promo class. Like they make you go up against someone and do a rap battle. Guys, we looked at this yesterday, right? Look at her face as well. Big smile on her face. She had Chelsea over the ropes and she pulled up her trunks to give her like this wedgie. And she knew what she was doing as well, right? We looked at this clip yesterday. Don't worry, I've got the clip again. Yeah, if you didn't watch yesterday's Unseen, shame on you. But we do have the clip again. Matt Cardona said, where's the hard cam shot? Because it was right in front of the hard cam, in all fairness. Where was the hard cam shot? We will come back to that. Mitchell, thank you. 90s WWE. Look, there they are, March 14th. But there they are, March 15th. What? Yeah, it is like that, isn't it? All lovey-dovey, but then back to normal. This is pretty fun. So here, look, about to do an interview. CM Punk in the background. Whoa! Why did CM Punk do Dominic Mysterio like this? That clip coming from, I think he says effing old guy or something like that. He should have gone Jungle Boy Jack Perry on his ass. That's what he should have done. So, Charlie D'Angelo, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to include this because we're all sat here worried about Jade's, like, we need to figure this out. We haven't seen Jade in ages. This is, unfair to Jade. She missed out on Survivor Series. She missed out on the Royal Rumble. She might miss out on WrestleMania. We've got to get this case solved. And here's us looking at little pieces. Could it be Liv? Could it be Raquel? Is it Naomi? Bianca looked worried. Naomi looked worried. And we're trying to piece it all together. Look at, she don't give a flip. Meanwhile, behind the scenes of Jade Cargill's new photo shoot, look at her having a great time. So I don't think we need to worry about Jade Cargill. Yeah, she is living her best life. Right, Bailey said I had one shot, one opportunity to score on Baron Davis, and I missed it. I won't be able to sleep for a week. Do you know, I looked actually at the team Bailey was on. I think everyone either got like some points or some rebounds or some. Bailey was the only person that appeared to not get anything for her team. 0 points, 0 rebounds in that basketball game. I was thinking, like if I was going up against Bailey, if I was a female wrestler, I would definitely reference it. I'm going to embarrass you worse than when you embarrassed yourself at that NBA All-Star game. I would use that line. Something along those lines. 0 points, 0 rebounds. I would use that in a promo. Right, here we go. Bianca. Oh, I thought people might find this interesting. So yesterday she was wearing this. She said, shout out to my partner, Naomi, for letting me rock her fur coat and boots. Even though I'm a size 9, 9.5, the boots were an 8. I couldn't feel all 10 toes the whole night, but I felt cute. So there we go. She was wearing Naomi's coat and Naomi's boots, but they were way too small, and she couldn't feel her toes. Naomi said, Montez, I know you do anyway, but do a little extra massage on that pinky toe. I tell you what, she is very mischievous. Don't worry. The footage is coming. I know a lot of you are sat there waiting for the Chelsea footage. It's coming. I love this. I showed this off on the watch along. I don't know what's scarier. Is it him or is it them? They're like the women out The Shining. You've got them in the background. You got him over here. This is casual going for a walk, Undertaker. I pointed it out. It looks like he's just wearing black denim jeans. Why would he? Is this just what he walks around in back then? Like, kayfabe was real, yeah? You did not break your character. Kayfabe needed to be protected. This is him on a day off. This is him on a day off in Japan, just seeing the sights, walking around. He was willing to go a little more casual with the jeans, but that's all he was willing to do. We still had all the grey gloves and the necktie and the hat and all the gimmick. I'm surprised he didn't have Paul Bearer with him as well. So that was The Undertaker in Japan in March of 1994. Right, here we flipping go. So this is Captain Howdy, who said, here's a better shot. So this is a fan angle. It's so unnecessary to have a close-up. It's so unnecessary. Boop, like that, right? But look, I love the smile on her face as well. She's like, right, love it, love it. And you know in that moment, Chelsea's like, you absolute. Well, here she is. Look, James has managed to get the response here. Dear WWE Universe, said Chelsea, from the office of Chelsea Green, the first ever Women's United States champ. So, dear concerned citizens, on the evening of Friday, February 14th, the defendant, or as I will say, the culprit, Nasty Naomi, she orchestrated a predetermined, juvenile, and inhumane attack on your United States champion. Earlier today, my cabinet and I held an emergency vote. In jurisdiction with code 4292 of the penal agreement, and a unanimous vote of 99-1, I hereby ban the use of wedges during professional wrestling matches. Any further use of said move can and will result in permanent banishment from my ring. I mean, it was her ring that took some of the damage in that prank, wasn't it? To my loyal followers of our beloved nation, I will not stand for this tyranny. Please rest assured, you may continue to pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green with the utmost confidence. This will be my final comment on this matter. Sincerely, Chelsea Green. So there we go. We had an official statement to what she had to suffer. So very, very good. Very, very fun. Right, let's go over to other, shall we? I don't know what's in here. Oh, right, yeah, a couple of bits. So, look, Chelsea said, imagine this. You're seated at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. You have a drink in hand and a Chelsea shirt on. You've pledged your allegiance. My music plays. Out I come with my gorge secret Hervis, Piper Niven. You wonder, who are their opponents? Who could possibly be as iconic? And then she offers an invitation to Michelle McCool and Lay Cool, like kind of putting it out there. What do you think? Would you like to have a match against me and my secret Hervis? Lay Cool against Chelsea and Piper. I don't think it'll happen, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Trenton, shout out to you. So I don't know if that is Rhea, but the internet certainly thought it was. That she was at that show, AEW Grand Slam. So it, I believe, happened earlier in the morning of Saturday. And I don't know if it was taped and it's going to be shown later, but this image was doing the rounds of potentially, I don't know that it was ever confirmed, but potentially Rhea being in attendance, which isn't crazy because, of course, her husband is AEW's Buddy Matthews, who I believe was going to be in a match against Okada. So it's not the craziest thing in the world if she was there in the crowd, right? And she would have got to have seen Toni Storm. And I think their paths crossed in early. Yeah, it did. She knows Toni Storm. So I think their paths have crossed a lot, actually. Obviously, they're both from same part of the world. And they were both in NXT UK around the same time. So, yeah. Marvel Studios is reportedly eyeing the final boss, The Rock, to play Apocalypse in the MCU. Bro is never coming back. Do you know, I'm just thinking, when we got the final of the first ever NXT UK women's title, my head is telling me that that was Toni Storm versus Rhea Ripley. First ever. I'm going to look right now to see if my head is lying to me. NXT UK Women's Championship is what I want to know. Yeah. So Rhea Ripley defeated Toni Storm to be crowned the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. So they very much do know each other. Asuka said, I received an alert saying that there have been multiple hacking attempts on X from Germany and to be cautious. Maybe I'm being targeted too much because I collect arcade and PCBs. I don't know what a PCB is. Isn't that the group that Zoe Starks is in? So, there we go. Lol. She is taking it well, which is good. But she is being, like, under attack at the moment, isn't she, Asuka? So, feeling a bit sorry for her. So, there we go. That was other. Let's go community. This is my puppy, and he loves doing a yeet, said Samia. I actually didn't get a chance to watch this, so is he going to yeet? Oh, is he doing some head yeets? We're doing some head yeets. Yeah, that's cheating. He needed to do his paws. These are just head yeets. I'll let it count, though, Samia. So there we go, because puppies are the best. Yeah. Samia, shout out to you, buds. Cal said, so glad we get Angel Garza and Humberto moving to SmackDown. And I believe this was retweeted by Humberto. So very good, Cal. And I am the colour red said, I want a slammy. Yay! So there we go. That was this weekend at For the Love of Wrestling. Big convention going on in Manchester. I think it's Manchester. And it's got like loads of meet and greet opportunities, but a few fun places to have like photo ops. One of them being this kind of Slammy Awards set where you get to hold up a Slammy, get your picture taken. So I am the Colour Red. Shout out to you, buds. Right, let's get to the thanks, shall we? And then I can go and do the Vengeance Day review video. So, Wild Child Billy, Sweet Chin Wrestling, little bit of a fan, Kane, Charlie, little bit of a fan, Patrick Smith, Big Bam. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate the retweets. Really appreciate the support. We did actually put out a couple of videos yesterday. We had the Wyatt 6 video, and of course we had Unseen as well. So they might have just got a little in each other's way, but both are worth watching because they serve different purposes. The Wyatt 6 stuff focuses on the Wyatt 6, and this picks up on everything else. So, yes, appreciate the support. Thank you for joining us, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Unseen. Bye for now.